Heather, I saw you a couple of weeks ago. We actually got to share the same venue. We played before you guys.
Right.
And I was blown away. You know, I know your stuff from Oh Boy Records. You know, I can't say that I really followed your career closely, but I kind of knew that you had the singer-songwriter thing going on, and, you know, you're a New Yorker, fellow Ohioan, so we both grew up in Ohio.
Western Pennsylvania, actually.
Oh, Western
yeah,
Pennsylvania.
yeah,
Oh, sorry.
yeah.
I thought you name-checked Ohio. Maybe that was just one of the songs? Okay,
No.
Western Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Well, our drummer's from Western Pennsylvania. How's that?
Cool.
All right. So anyway, we're from the Rust Belt.
Right.
You know, we probably had similar backgrounds, you know, and your songs are so vivid. I wish I could write as vividly as you wrote. I mean, you know, your songs just occupy a space, and you get into it, you know. And we talked to Nick earlier about how his vibe, like, expresses off of the characters that you come up with in your songs.
Yeah, need a vibe player with a good sense of humor to play this stuff.
Yeah, but there's still, you know, there's the ethos and the pathos going on. All humor has that.
Yeah, the vibes are almost like another character in the songs. Yeah.
How did you come up with this configuration? Why did you decide to drop your moniker and come up with a band name?
Well, I ended up with these two sets of disparate material. One is my straight ahead sort of pop rock stuff that most people who know me for. Whereas this material I wrote back before I got signed. I actually got signed because of this material.
Oh, really?
This sort of swingy, noir, loungy stuff. But once I was signed and they heard the pop stuff, they said, let's do that because we can get that on the radio, whereas, you know, it's a harder sell to get this stuff on the radio. So we ended up pursuing that and letting this fall by the wayside until now. It was actually meeting Nick, who's a tremendous vibraphone player, and I don't know, just experiencing his personality through his instrument and realizing that it would be such a wonderful fit for this material, and it's inspired me to start this band.
He told me that he made sure that he got rid of the keyboard player. He kind of pushed him out so he could take his role, man. But yeah, no, it's interesting that the label, because Prine is such a storyteller, wouldn't cop to this. I would think just the opposite. Anything that gives you more of an edge, that makes your personality come out more.
Right.
Not to discredit your pop rock thing, but this music to me just seems so radio friendly.
Really?
Especially in today's climate, like, you know, the KCRWs of the world and the WFPVs. People that really love and have passion for music. I mean, you convey that passion.
It's definitely much more unique.
His was the knife, and he turns the screw. We've been checked out and we'll wait over till you come around. Oh, there goes the groove. We are but prisoners of the Bluebird Ballroom. Where tavern meets cheap suit. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Go on, I hate long goodbyes.
I love this material because most of the stuff that I write for Doll Hospital is written in the third person. And so it is biographical in some hidden, deep way that no one would ever be able to figure out. And so I feel connected to the songs, and yet when I'm singing them, I don't feel overly exposed or vulnerable. I just am able to have a lot of fun with it instead of feeling... Sometimes the songs that I write with my pop rock band are so personal that I feel very fragile when I go up there and sing them. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I would have thought just the opposite. But,
Really?
you know,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know your personal life, so, you know, if I'm going on the darkness of the subversive humor you've got going on in Doll Hospital, I think, wow, that must have happened to her at some point, or like somebody in her family, you know,
Yeah.
you knew somebody who knew somebody,
Right.
that kind of thing.
No, it's not usually direct like that. I'm usually sort of working metaphorically.
Right.
Yeah.
What could you tell, like, a young songwriter out there? You know, you've had the success early on in your career. You know, that deal kind of went away. You're out there in the trenches again.
I really agree with what John Prine says about songwriting and making music, in that you got to really make it for yourself. The best songs come from, I think, when you sit there and you say, what do I want to hear? You know, how can I entertain myself today? Instead of trying to guess what other people are going to like. I think a lot of mediocre songs come from guessing what other people are going to like and trying to confabulate something that doesn't really come from your heart, but you think maybe it will get on the radio or will be successful. I totally understand the impulse to do that, and there have been times in my life when I have, but I've always felt better when I've followed my heart, you know. Yeah.